it's Lisa Stayed here of the YouTube channel of Lisa Stayed and Hitler Obsessed. Now I will start with part 2 of the downfall and the Hitler anthropology's history of the Hitler anthropologies. So yeah, a lot of this movie of downfall did get a lot of criticism because they weren't hateful of Hitler. They didn't turn him into a character, little stereotype. I'm sorry, that's not how history works. Like history is like the old conservative, anti-SJW, social justice warrior comment they used to say here on YouTube. Facts don't care about the feelings. Same thing with the way historical facts, historical accuracies really just don't care about the feelings. But yeah, I mean, Hitler was not a good guy. He's definitely responsible for all his actions. I don't think I need to tell you that in a YouTube video. I think that's all been done so many times. It should be ingrained and engraved into our head, maybe chiseled there, branded. That Hitler's a horrible guy, did horrible stuff, and Lisa Stay does not need to tell you this for the umpteenth time to remind you. I have faith in mankind that people are not really that dumb. It should be obvious by now, hopefully. So, yeah. So some of the books that the Downfall film was based off of is uh, Trudel Jung's Hitler's personal secretary that was around with him in the fuel bunker at the time, and Jacob Fest's Ethel book. Now, the Trudel Jung book, I've actually read that one, and that is called Until the Final Hour. That's an actual autobiography and memoir of Trudel Jung of the last days with Hitler, and as his secretary in the Third Reich in the Battle of Berlin, after Hitler's death, escape to the Allied side, which he was eventually just captured by the Russians. Uh, but she did towards the end find out that Hitler was just not this savior for mankind and such a wonderful guy. She realized by the looks of him, and you can see this in the movie of Hitler just pretty much looks like he's drowning himself in pasta. He's just eating vegetarian pasta that he had as a last meal before he killed himself with his wife in the fuel bunker. And she notices he lost all his charm and everything. That fiery glint in his eye. She just saw that just go poof and just disappear. And she was just left, kind of heartbroken. Like, oh, I thought you were a wonderful guy, Adolf Hitler, and all you look like is a hollow husk of a human being, a sham, a manipulator, a whiny, whingy, narcissistic, self-pitying egomaniac, just a bitter little whingy guy that just whines and sobs and wants to kill himself when he doesn't get his own way. Kind of like, what I thought millennials are like, and also Gen Z. That's what I thought. I've also heard that Gen Zers also want to, be millennials. Hopefully we're talking about good ones, and the millennials. Not those, trashy TikToks. Some of them won't support that. So that's one of the things that those are two of the books that part of this that the Downfall movie is based off of, as well as accounts and of people that were actual witnesses in the fuel bunker at the last days of the Third Reich and about Berlin and Hitler's last days. You got their memoirs, you got their accounts, you got whatever info the Allied soldiers in World War II picked up and gathered from them and interrogated everyone about Hitler's whereabouts, and what have you about him at the end of the war. to find out if any of them also know Nazi war criminals too. Which they did capture a couple of them, like Himmel. That actually is told in the movie, but Himmel, uh, pretty much ending up captured by the Allies. Except he ends up going to the Allies in history books, and history actually, Himmler goes to the Allies trying to save his own skin, and Hitler finds out and loses his mind. Yeah, that's a thing in the movie. That's an actual historical event. Same thing with Holman going saying, "Oh, Adolf, if you don't reply back, I'll take command and be the field." Yeah, Hitler lost his crud over there and called Holman going a morphine addict, and yeah, same thing. Even with a lot of people realizing that Hitler in the movie there, and this is based off of a lot of people foamed at the mouths and were just groveling just to always be at Hitler's favorites for his approval, like little kids, something I wouldn't or people would not think of expecting out of maybe a military, definitely one like the German military in the Third Reich, the most field army for the first field political party, groveling, and the most hated party of the Nazis, just groveling and foaming at the mouth if someone else got Hitler's approval, but they always at each other's throats. Hitler would just sit there and be like, oh, it's a dumpster fire for me to watch. He would put his own party members and leaders to always be constantly at each other's throats, trying to get his approval constantly, while Hitler would just sit back and do nothing. Also known as how the college administrators never been locked up there at DOC. Yeah, in the same way. Somebody sits back and watches the whole thing just go to pot. And the students are just the innocent guys in the crossfire. Or the professors that don't want to deal with that or anyone else. Also, definitely at the Business of Science Center, because there's a little joke at our college about the Business of Science Center being also called the BS building, because really, it's fun and worked on, pretty much BS. I know that's real, and I will get the yellow dollar sign. Hopefully not. Said BS, not the other one, YouTube. Get off my back. Get the aneurysm off my back. I never consented to this. Hashtag me too. Make sure I keep the time down. Okay, so yeah, that's a bit of the Hitler film, Day of Downfall. So yeah, it's one of my favorite films. I actually have it somewhere. I'll go pick it up, pull it out here, for all to see here what I'm talking about. So 2010 films, don't strike me down. I don't want copyright claims. These are actually owned by me. Downfall? Here it is. Here's me. Here it is. It is here. Downfall. I have two of them. So yeah, this is my region of what is it? Hmm. I know this is I think multi-regional on Blu-ray. But I have the PAL one right here. PAL. This is the PAL region. This is the one for when you have to really watch really late at night at in Germany, because there are rules about this guy, and even though it's from Germany, there are rules about this guy. But yeah, this is the film, and he got if you can see him well, in this bad quality. If you can see it well, you can see the Hitler. Kind of grainy looking, just like the real Hitler. That's a dang cards reference for you. And then they have this one. That's more better quality, but still grainy. But yeah, this is the one that's also a Blu-ray DVD combo, and it's a in French and in English. And if you listen to the French version, it sounds a bit interesting in audio. You get audio of French and German. I think German sounds better, but the Frenchman sounds a bit interesting. I would love this to be in English audio. Just wonder what Hitler would sound like in English. Just saying. Some people don't like subtitles. Some people just don't. This is a great film, but let's bring it for like people who don't like the subtitles too. Yeah, almost. Yeah. So I'll let you go heal YouTube. Sorry about that. That's that Ezra posted that I set up a YouTube channel of Crystal. If you Crystal Blackman, if you want to visit it, here. Like and subscribe to this video. Share this video, hit the notification bell, leave a comment on this video, uh, you know, donate to my Patreon and subscribe stall. And you can also send me a friend request on Facebook or leave a comment on Facebook if you want. Uh, Definitely give me 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 public watchers. I would be very happy for that to be monetized. And you can also visit my BitChute channel of Lisa Marie Stayed Here. Uh, I am not going to go into detail. I think that has been just like I said, ingrained in everyone's brain. You should just remember that by now. I bet it's also in my info of this channel. So thanks, and I hope you enjoyed, and bye.